Now, you can live in Thailand on a really tight budget. I've done it. When I first moved out here, I was on an incredibly tight budget, but as my income increased, my lifestyle also adjusted quite drastically, as you will see in this video. I now spend more in an average week than I used to spend in a month of moving out here. Can you live here cheap? Yes, but this is not how I live now, and I want to show you what a lot of those hidden costs are that people often forget about. So for this video, I'm going to be going through my full monthly expenses, what I spend in a typical month. It's the beginning of the month, I just paid all my bills today, so this is a great time to get into this. And while the dollar amount that I spend may seem really high, once you break it down and you look at all these individual things, it actually kind of makes sense. So first up, let's dive in and take a look at my fixed costs, what I pay every single month. So first up is my rent, which I pay every single month, obviously. That is 31,500 baht to live in this house. And then the bills. So my electricity came through today. I just paid that now. That was 4,100. That's a little on the higher end, but I had a guest. One of my friends from Korea was staying with me for about a week, so we had more aircon on. I'm actually trying something from this month, and if anyone's done this, please let me know in the comments. I live in a 3-story house. We have 4 separate aircon units. They're all quite small, really good energy efficient aircon units. But because it's been so hot in Thailand lately, when I come home, the house is really hot and I need to crank the aircon. So what I'm trying from today, I'm gonna try it for a little while, is just leaving 3 of the aircons on, 1 on each level, leaving them on a low power basically throughout the whole day. So we're not chasing to try and cool down the house in the afternoons. ChatGPT says this works. Will this actually work? We'll have to wait and see. Next up is water. So my water bill was 460 baht. That's about typical. My phone bill is 300 baht. That is a fixed cost. I pay the same every month. I'm on a prepaid through True Mobile. 300 baht, unlimited, everything. And then my internet. So I'm with AIS for my internet. I pay 500 baht for it's 500 megs down and up. It's a high-speed package. There's also much more affordable ones, but I need really fast internet. So this brings my total home cost to 36,860 baht. This is what I pay every single month. Obviously, the water and the electricity will fluctuate slightly, but this is a pretty average sort of month. Next up is my least favorite, subscriptions. And this is something that really can kind of get away from you. I had no idea I was paying this much in subscriptions until I sat down and actually looked at all of them. Now, a lot of these won't be applicable to most people. A lot of these are for my business, YouTube related. Yeah, let's get into them. So first up, I pay the Adobe Suite. I pay 700 baht per month for that. That gives me Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom, Premiere. I use all these. I need this. I actually get a student or teacher discount rate for that. I'm happy paying 700 baht. I think that's quite reasonable. If you don't pay that and you live in a Western country like Australia or whatever, it's considerably more expensive. Next up is YouTube Premium, which is something I've always had. I pay 180 baht per month. Next up is my Sony video stabilization software for this camera. I really fucking hate this one, Sony. I've spent like $3,000 on Sony camera equipment. The least you can do is give us a software that stabilizes it for free. That is 500 baht per month, and I don't use it every month, and I hate it. Next up is Epidemic Sound. This is where I get a lot of my music from. I do use this. This is 570 baht per month. I have a stock footage account as well, which I pay 1,000 baht per month, which I might look to end shortly because I don't use that all that much anymore. Netflix. This is one I do use every single day. We're always watching Netflix. That is 420 baht per month. I pay for PlayStation Plus. I recently got a PS5. I don't play that very often at all, but whatever, you need to have these accounts. So PlayStation Plus is 240 baht per month. And I just realized when I dug through my bank account that I'm paying for GTA 5 online, which is 289 baht a month, even though I don't play that very often either. So altogether, my subscriptions are 3,900 baht. This is a lot. This is really irritating. A lot of these you won't need. If you're coming out here not to be a YouTuber, you don't need the majority of these. But these are the ones that you forget about, and they do add up. Next up is the car. So I got a car recently, and obviously ongoing costs coming with that. So I spend on average, I would say around 3,500 baht per month on fuel. And that's about a tank and a half per month on fuel just for driving around here. If I travel or I go away, that's separate. I'll include that a little bit later. But just my general driving around here, I don't drive the car every day, so about a tank and a half per month is about right. I also have ongoing costs for the car, like registration, insurance and stuff. I put that down to around 1,500 baht per month, which is actually quite reasonable. So I spend 5,000 per month on the car. Next up, this is a voluntary one, car modifications. So I've been trying to control myself and not do too much every single month. Last month, I spent 15,000 baht, which is kind of around what I've been spending each month on the modifications. Again, this is not a necessary thing. This is just something I enjoy doing. Then we have a new one, the cat. So I would say I spend on average about 1,500 baht per month on the cat. This is like cat food, kitty litter, whatever. I took it to the vet yesterday for grooming. That was 600 baht. This is just a ballpark guess. I think I spend around 1,500 baht per month on the cat. Then we have travel. So obviously this is going to fluctuate quite a lot, but last month I did 2 trips away down to Pattaya, and a trip to Pattaya typically cost me around 7,000 baht. I worked that out with 2,000 baht fuel, 3,000 baht for a hotel for 2 nights, and 2,000 baht spending money. So 7,000 baht for a 2-day trip. I did that twice. So I spent 14,000 baht on travel last month, which is kind of normal. I do about 2 trips away per month, and not always. Pattaya, we do little like weekends away or whatever with my girlfriend. Then we have the big one, meals and entertainment. And transport's also tied into this when I'm not driving trains. I spend around 35,000 baht per month on meals and entertainment, going out, date nights, all of this. And this, it sounds like a lot when you say it like that, but you break it down to, that's only 1,000 baht per day. That's really not that much once you factor in if you have a morning coffee or a Monster for me, 3 meals throughout the day, plus any snacks, trains to go somewhere, entertainment, if you want to go do something, you go watch a movie, a dinner out, dating, all these things. 1,000 baht a day really isn't that much. Now, this cost is shared with my girlfriend. This is just what's come out of my bank, so she's also contributed to that. So together we spend like considerably more than that, but that's just what I've spent on transport, entertainment, and meals. So we're both foodies. We love to go out to eat. We eat out quite a lot. So we'll go to nice restaurants. We go have sushi every couple of weeks, Korean barbecue, hot pot, all these things. This really eats into the 1,000 baht per day really, really quickly. Now, next up is just shopping and things for home, all miscellaneous crap that you never really think of. I put down 5,000 baht per month for that, and that covers the things you never think of. Toilet paper, toothpaste, whatever. I had to buy new flip-flops for wearing out the front the other day. Just all these little things. Garbage bags, dishwashing liquid, laundry liquid, like all these things that you forget about. I would say in a typical month, I spend around 5,000 baht per month on these things. I see what the cost of living is like back in Australia, and I'm very thankful to be living here. Now, all of this is going to sound like a really high number, but what you need to consider is this is just the lifestyle that I choose to live. As I mentioned at the beginning, you can spend a lot less on everything if you want to live on a more tight budget. This is well within my means. I'm still saving a considerable amount each month, and I live basically a life where I'm not budgeting and I'm not checking my bank account religiously, and I'm not under any kind of pressure or any kind of budgets that I need to stay within for each month. As I look at my bank account for the last 4 months, I've spent about this same amount every single month. And this is just basically by chance, by routine, and just living like the same sort of lifestyle every single month. So this brings us to the grand total of what I spend in a typical month, what I spent last month, and what I've spent over basically the last 4 months. 116,260 baht, which is 3,500 US dollars, 5,000, just under 5,500 Australian dollars, 2,600 British pounds, 3,000 euros. So like I said, this sounds like a lot, but when you break it down into all these little things of what I'm spending the money on, you can see it all really makes sense. Now, if you are interested in doing what I do or learning more about what I do, being a content creator, traveling the world and living abroad, I am launching an online community. I haven't actually launched it yet. This is the first time I've spoken about this publicly. This is a pre-launch. What George, my partner, and I have created is an online community by successful content creators for aspiring content creators in any form, or people interested in online business, traveling the world, and creating a life of freedom. We have lessons from successful instructors such as myself, plus a whole group of large creators in the coming months. I will hold regular Q&As, live streams, we'll have meetups, events. You can really kickstart your future in content creation or online business to become a digital nomad and enjoy a life like I've created for myself. This community is called the Creator's Edge. It's been 6 months in the making. I'm super excited for this. The official launch is in a few days, but I'm giving my subscribers and viewers a chance to get in early at a discounted rate. Basically, I'm looking after my people first. This price won't stay for long, so get in quick. I will leave a link down in the description for the Creator's Edge. If you are interested in becoming a content creator, or if you're a YouTuber or aspiring content creator already and looking to take what you do to the next level, this community is for you. Check out the Creator's Edge down in the description below. The official launch is coming up in a few days. This is really exciting. So get in quick. Let's go.